Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is another Tuesday. It's episode 121 now of Time Out Tuesday. This is probably about the seventh, maybe, episode or eighth episode that I'm doing during our period of social distancing and social isolation. And one of the things that I think is really important, and I've spoken about this, I guess, here and there over the course of these different Time Out Tuesdays, especially over the last couple of months, is how important it is to keep occupied, keep busy, keep yourself motivated, try new things. Look around the house for projects that you've been saying you're going to get to, and I've found things around my house that I've been saying I was going to get to for the last 10 years, and finally, actually got the project done, and now I'm thrilled that I did it. And I'm always looking around for more things like that. I'm a bit of a pack rat, so I keep a lot of stuff, old lumber, old parts to things, and who knows what I'm going to ever use them for. And I found myself using a lot of that stuff during this period of time because I didn't really want to run out to the store to get something, so I kind of fabricated something based on what I had, or made a project out of something that I really had no intention of doing in the past because I had time. And it occurred to me, and I see a lot of our other parents doing this um, for their families right now, but I think it's just so important that we set a really good example for our kids that this period that we're going through is what it is. I mean, we're not. No one wants this. No one wants it to continue. Everyone would like it to be shortened. Everyone would like it to be shortened and be safe. I don't think that there's really anybody that wants to, engage in risky behavior to get back and normalize things, and yet everybody would like to normalize things. But my personal feeling, and I'm not trying to push this on anybody, is that we're in for a long haul here, and that this is not going to be a matter of a couple more days or a couple more weeks. These statistics, in my opinion, just don't warrant that. It warrants continued conservative behavior, continued distancing and isolation wherever possible to continue reducing the spread of this virus. I, for one, don't want to get it. I don't want my family to get it. I also don't want to be part and parcel to convincing people to get together into an environment where they can pass it on to people or get it. And I don't want to warrant that something is safe that I don't really believe is safe. But while we're doing this, our kids are continuing to deal with having to be home, limited activity, limited exposure to the normal things that they do. And it's very easy for them to gravitate back to the couch, to the video game, to doing things that are easy to occupy many, many hours. But, many of us, myself included, agree that that is not the best use of time. But I think that what the parents are doing will set that tone in the house. And so I know in our house, between work, both Terry and I are working from home, and that occupies our time. Our both my boys are taking their remainder of their college courses, but when there is any downtime, we're not really doing a lot of sitting around doing nothing. We're doing a ton of work around the house. We're doing all kinds of projects. One of my sons has gotten really into like learning how to do all kinds of cooking and baking and stuff because he has time on his hands, and he wants to use that time wisely. And I think it's important for us to make sure that we as parents, as role models, make sure that we're keeping very busy, keeping our mind active, learning new things, trying to get our kids to maybe, engage in some of those same activities with us, certainly to build some of that quality family time, but definitely need to encourage them to be physical, to expand mentally, to do things that are not just taking the easy way out. The easy way out is sit on a couch with a bag of Doritos and a bowl of ice cream and binge watch every, TV station on earth. But yeah, we're gonna have some time for that still. So there's plenty of time to eat Doritos and watch your TV shows, but maybe try to spread it out a little bit. Maybe try to get some activities in with your kids. Maybe join them in activities that they like, not just the other way around. I think that could be a really important thing. I was just telling a parent earlier today that we have quite a few parents that have been taking karate classes alongside their kids. I think it's a combination of wanting to try something new and experience something that they never either had interest in or had time to do before. In other cases, it's to help their children who are struggling with some of the curriculum requirements or struggling with the virtual environment. We have a lot of students that have different focus issues and attention deficit issues, and migrating to this online method of learning could be tricky for some of them. And we have other parents that I think are doing it to sort of keep their kids in line, to make sure that they're staying attentive during classes, because they view this program that we're running as being important and part of what's helping to normalize things and keep them physical and keep them mental. But in any case, that's my thoughts for today, are just about making sure that we're being good role models for our kids, expanding our horizons, making really good use of the time, not just whiling away the hours. And I think that we can all spend some time complaining about the situation that we're in and harping on the negatives, but I don't think it's going to do any of us any good. I don't think it's going to speed things up. It's not going to solve any problems. I think what's going to solve the problems are, science and some time, and patience. And the last thing, I think maybe as Americans, we're learning that we're maybe not the most patient of people. But in any case, that's it for Time Out Tuesday today. I will see everybody in the dojo. We're still running, full boat of 30 classes. Our classes are packed. I mean, we're still having 30 and 40 people in our kids, our karate classes, very large teens and adults classes. So I really continue to welcome anybody who's any one of our members who wants to try out any of our classes and any of our programs. You're welcome to join any one of them. It's basically part of your membership during this virtual environment. So if you've never tried a kickboxing class and you're a parent of one of our karate students, come. It's free. They're there. You get in great shape. People are enjoying them. They're having fun. Same thing applies with karate. You want to give it a try, just come on down. Give it a try. It can't hurt. And that's it. So until next week, or until my next video, I will see you. Peace. Stay safe. Stay healthy.